Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Bullets Athletic Spotlights. It's been a while since I've done these. I got to get the title right. Joining me today are the Howard siblings. We've got Sara Howard and Kyle Howard coming at us from Skillman, New Jersey. Sara and Kyle, it's been a few weeks since I've seen you both. Great to have you here on Bullet Sports Spotlights.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Corey.
Yeah.
And we are in the midst of the summer, and over the course of the last few weeks since lacrosse ended, we've gotten some great news, and this is why Kyle and Sara are joining us today. The dynamic duo here have been named All-Americans. Sara was named an All-American by the IWLCA, the national coaching body of women's lacrosse, while Kyle was named an All-American by the USILA. Yeah, that's it. That's the acronym there, which is the governing body of the men's lacrosse coaches organization as well. So I want to congratulate you both. But first, before I get into my question, I got to ask, I'm dying to know, is there a sibling rivalry? I mean, you guys play the same sport, so I got to ask this here.
Yeah, I mean, to an extent there is. I mean, obviously we support each other and we want each other to do the best possible at each of our sports and team with our teams. But yeah, I mean, it is nice to come out on top every once in a while, but it's even better to see us both do it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely some competitiveness. Runs in the family.
Yeah, it's got to be interesting. Sara, of course, you're a defender. So, you're on the defensive side of the ball. Kyle, you're in the midfielder. You kind of go both ways. I think of you more as like the offensive midfielder, though. So do you guys ever kind of match up with the sticks? Sara plays some defense on Kyle?
Yeah, for sure. Every once in a while, we'll get things going in the backyard, maybe a little bit, but most of the time we're just working together. So yeah, it's fun, but we're not out to get each other by any means.
Well, obviously that competition has made you even better on the lacrosse field itself. As I said, you were All-Americans this year, and as far as I can tell, you were the first All-American siblings we've had at Gettysburg all time. We've had some other sibling duos that have been named All-Americans in different years, or all-conference first teams in different years too. We've had a lot of great brother-sister, brother-brother, sister-sister pairings at Gettysburg as well. But as far as I can tell, you guys are the first siblings to be All-Americans in the same year at Gettysburg. And by all means, if anyone out there has the information to refute that, then please send it my way. The email's in the staff directory. So I got to ask, Sara, I'll start with you as the elder statesman here. You just graduated. What was it like when you found out you were named an All-American? And what did you think when Kyle was also named an All-American, which I think was like a week or two later?
I mean, to be honest, I was kind of surprised just because my stats don't necessarily show a lot of what I do on the field. I think I come at it from more of a leadership standpoint, and I use my knowledge more than I do my performance sometimes. So I was honored to be named an All-American. I think, I don't know, it definitely gave me that satisfaction that I left the impact that I wanted to on the team. And yeah, I was very excited. And of course, Kyle got named an All-American too. So I was happy for him as well. So it was good for our family. Yeah.
Yeah, Sara, great point about the stats. As that a lot of times off-ball defender, that you're doubling off the screens. You don't always get a lot of love in the stats. You might be causing some action there on the outside, but someone else might be popping the ball out from the woman you're guarding. So you don't necessarily get the credit for that, even though, you're staying in front, you're holding your ground defensively. But as I know Coach Cantelli always worried about your communication, and that's the biggest thing for a defender as well. So props to you for that. And Kyle, same question, sophomore at Gettysburg. This was kind of a half season. We had 6 total games for both of you following your freshman season, which was also cut short by the pandemic, unfortunately, but you gained All-American status. You did what you needed to do out there. And of course, your sister was named an All-American too. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, like Sara said, I mean, I'm extremely honored to have received the honorable mention for All-American. It's definitely really cool, and it's a great feeling to see a lot of the hard work kind of, I guess, pay off with a really cool award. obviously, I mean, this year didn't end the way, or really wasn't the year we wanted. We got what we got, but I'm just really happy that I was able to contribute in the ways that I wanted, like Sarah said, to my team and help my team be successful in certain games. And yeah, I mean, it's really great feeling to just see your hard work kind of pay off. And I mean, as far as Sarah being named All-American also, I thought it was really cool. A lot of people don't get to say that your sister was an All-American the same year you were, regardless of me being a sophomore and her being a senior. I just think the whole thing's really cool.
Yeah, and you guys both alluded to kind of the crazy year that was 2021. We got out there, we competed, we did everything we could. This year, especially coming after the pandemic, it was over a year since the last time we competed. I remember the game in 2020. Kyle, you guys are down at W&L, and McCormick rips off the last 2 goals to send you guys to a victory. And almost at the same time, Courtney Patterson is scoring the game-winning goal for the women at Salisbury. And then it was like a day later that we found out that the 2020 season was canceled. And then this season, of course, was delayed several weeks. Fall teams, winter teams didn't get any season. We didn't know what was going to happen in the spring, but we got the announcement, went out there, and we did everything we could. So, Sarah, we'll start with you. Your last 2 seasons were kind of cut in half. Talk about how the team kind of pulled through and shined through adversity.
Yeah, I mean, I think it tells a lot about the character of our program and our team that we really just love spending time together and pushing each other. And so we knew coming back, it wasn't going to be normal in any means, but we were just thankful to have the opportunity to be together again and get the opportunity to get back on the field. So for me coming back, my main goal was to obviously play, but more than that, just to try and make an impact on the program. And so I can set people up that are below me to continue to succeed and continue the program's legacy. So.
Hey, you were a great leader out on the field, of course. And then, Kyle, turning into the men's lacrosse side of things, what people don't realize is that, half of the roster was studying remotely this semester too. So that kind of put you guys behind the 8 ball a little bit coming into the year without some key pieces. I think the coaching staff did a great job of kind of pulling things together, and they had some really quality seniors to rely on and quality underclassmen too, like yourself coming out of the sophomore class that contributed right away too. So talk a little bit about the season from your guys' perspective.
Yeah, I know for the men's lacrosse team, we have to give a lot of credit to our coaching staff. I know it was definitely a really difficult year for them with everything going on. All they wanted to do was play, but some things you just can't control. But I do give a lot of credit to the way Coach Jay has built this program since I've been here, or since he's been here pretty much. These are my best friends. Everybody on the team wants to be there. Everybody wants to win. I know some guys didn't come back, but you have to respect their decision because they thought it was best for themselves. So we were given what we got this year and we made the most of it. And the people that were here, I'm super proud of for sticking through and being resilient and following Coach Jancik's lead and ultimately getting the chance to play 6 games and play for a conference championship in a year of uncertainty. So, yeah, I give a lot of credit to our coaching staff, Coach Hoff, Coach Jay, and Coach D. Bartolo. So that was it, yeah.
Yeah, and of course, we missed the spot on the conference titles. Unfortunately, short season. The ball just didn't bounce our way quite there at the end. And then NCAAs, they kind of changed the way that the bids were given out. So that kind of hurt us a little bit there too. That's a whole complicated story that we're not going to get into here though, because it could take all day. But Kyle, great segue too with Coach Jay. Obviously, your sophomore season, it might stand out the most because it was Coach Janzik's final year. We found out late in the schedule that he was going to retire. Now, he'd been talking about it for a while, but he did not want to be a distraction at all. He wanted the focus to be on the student athletes, on the team as he went through the season. And eventually, he retired. We made the announcement right before the Muhlenberg game. He retires as the second winningest lacrosse coach all time. Took 3 different teams to national title games and had a total of I believe, 19 total conference titles between the Centennial Conference and the Middle Atlantic Conference, going back to his first years, starting in the late 80s. So, and we could spend all day trying to name off all of the bullets that are now head coaches at high profile institutions as well. Guys like Pete Milliman at Hopkins, Mike Planhill at Ohio Wesleyan, Steve Kudelka at Lynchburg. There's a whole litany of names out there too. So talk about what it was like playing for Coach Jay, what your takeaways are from your 2 years playing for Coach Janzik.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Jay, he's not only an amazing coach, but he's just an amazing person to be around. Being a freshman coming into college isn't the easiest thing, especially when you're playing a sport and you had never done it at that level before. And Coach Janzik was amazing when I was coming into school, just guiding me in the right direction, not only on the field, but just as the person that I am off the field. Obviously, it stinks that he has to retire this year, being a sophomore, having 2 more years left. But I guess one of my biggest takeaways from Coach Jay is he talks a lot about relationships and the relationships you make and the importance of having those relationships. And I think that's something that he's instilled in all of us, and that's why we're so close as a team, and why we can find success is because we trust each other, and we trust each other on the field and off the field. And Coach Jay, he's done a lot for all of us. Now, there's not one person on the team that doesn't look up to him and admire him. And we definitely thank him for all his time that he's contributed. Even though I've only been here for 2 years, I still appreciate him more than anything. So, yeah.
Yeah, and of course, we'll get to the part where we're looking for a new coach too. After I asked Sara. So, Sara, we're going to bounce from one Hall of Famer to another Hall of Famer. Carol Cantelli was named this year to the IWLCA Hall of Fame. She's won 3 national titles at Gettysburg. Of course, you were on the 3rd one in 2018 as a first year. I don't even know how many. I think it's 12 Centennial titles now. And like Coach Janzik, she ranks among the all-time winningest coaches in lacrosse history. The duo together have more wins than any other coaching combo at any other institution in all divisions of NCAA. They both combined have over 800 victories together. So, Sara, I got to ask, what's it been like playing for Coach Carol Cantelli over the last 4 years? What did you learn?
Yeah, I mean, it was incredible. I think I wouldn't have had the same college experience at Gettysburg without her. From the second I got to school as a freshman, she made me feel like I was a part of something really special. And it's just the way that she has developed the program and selected the people that she wanted to become a part of the team. And just the way that she runs practices and team meetings, it just makes you feel very included and very important. So she's always kind of gone out of her way to make everyone on the team the best version of themselves. And I definitely felt that during my 4 years here. She not only cared about me on the field, but off. So I think it really fostered an important environment that we need to be successful. And then Barb obviously was a great defensive coach. I never really had that coaching style or coaching leadership throughout my high school and middle school experiences until I really got to college. I never really had that direction. So that was great coming into having someone like Barb really work with me and coach me and push me to be a better player. And Charlotte was an awesome assistant and athletic trainer. I mean, not trainer. She worked with us with the conditioning and all that. And she was awesome also, even though I only got her for a couple of years. But overall, I mean, it was a great experience and an awesome coaching staff. I could talk forever about them, obviously.
Yeah, there's a lot to say about both coaching staffs. They've both been here for so long and so well established as well. Sara, you talked about being successful, and that success carries on after Gettysburg too. So obviously you've just graduated with your degree in biology. Mm-hmm. So where are you going next? Where's the wind taking you following your graduation?
So I actually interned for a communications company during my senior year of school, and I actually got lucky enough to be offered a full-time position with them. So I decided to start going that route. So I started with them actually 2 weeks ago. So I'm currently full-time employee. So it's a company that works with a lot of the bigger public health companies. So it's more of like a health communications company. So far, so good. And we'll see where it takes me after that. But yeah.
That's great. Congrats.
Thanks.
So Kyle, obviously you are entering your junior year. I have you down as a business and OMS major. I'm not sure if that's changed. I know that Gettysburg just brought in the business major too. So you're taking full advantage of that new curriculum that we have at Gettysburg. So final 2 years at Gettysburg, what are you looking to do?
On the lacrosse field, we have the same goals every year, which is win the conference, get to the NCAA tournament, and win the NCAA tournament. So I'm looking to accomplish that before my next 2 years are up. I know we have a lot of players that are excited to get back on the field when hopefully things return to normal next year. I mean, yeah, you can hope, but we have a lot of guys that are definitely eager to get back out there all together. And I think we can find a lot of success with the team we have, and my teammates. Obviously, we have a lot of great players. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to get back on the field and start playing again and try and achieve those goals that I have set before my time is done at Gettysburg.
And obviously we hinted at the fact, Coach Jay retired. We're bringing in a new head coach. We don't know who that head coach is yet. That is still being determined. But what are you looking for in the head coach coming in?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the head coaches that I don't know who it is, but the people that I definitely were talking to, all great guys, ton of experience, know a lot about lacrosse. And that's ultimately what we're looking for. We're looking for somebody that can come in to a program that's been historically very successful and has a really good foundation that Coach Jay has built over time, and take that and take us to where we need to be, which is conference and NCAA tournament. We definitely look for a coach that can connect well with the players and motivate his players to be the best versions of themselves on and off the field, just like Coach Jay did. And yeah, I mean, like I said, we're just looking for a guy that's going to come in and wants to work, wants to make everybody better, wants to engage the team with the campus community, and just bring a positive image to everybody that is involved with this program.
For sure. It's an exciting time to be part of both lacrosse programs at Gettysburg College. I know both teams, all the student athletes will be very hungry coming back to campus. Sara, I hope you can come back and catch some games on both sides of the campus there at Clark Field and Shirk Field to cheer on your brother. Hopefully the game times match up that you can go to both games. You're always welcome to come up to the press box and hang out with me too. But I don't know what the semester will look like. We're still going through policies and procedures as they relate to COVID. Obviously, we've all received some emails and some updates here. We no longer have to mask indoors if we're vaccinated. So there are some changes being made. And we published the fall schedules for sports teams. So we're operating as normal here on the college campus as well. I hope that is a good sign of things to come. And I'm excited about what the next year, 2021-22 will be. Yeah. So any parting words of wisdom from the Howards?
Yeah, I mean, I'd just like to say thanks for having us on. I know we definitely appreciate it and getting the chance to talk to you about, I guess, our accomplishments and our team and just our overall experience at Gettysburg. So yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, Kyle said it well. I'm happy to be able to share a little bit about my experience, and I hope it continues to have such a good impact. I mean, Gettysburg on other people as well. So
yeah, definitely, Sara. It was an honor to watch you for 4 years, watch you grow from a freshman into a senior captain and develop, and the legacy you left will shine through in all the defenders that will be out there next year as well. And Kyle, I'm excited for the next 2 years of Bullets lacrosse. I'm excited to see what you guys bring to the table. Like I said, I think both programs are going to be really hungry going in to next year after, missing out on NCAAs this year. I don't think it's going to happen in 2022, personally. Yeah. But stamp that guarantee right there. So again, thank you for joining me today. This has been Bullet Sports Spotlights with Sara Howard and Kyle Howard. My name is Corey Jewett. Until next time, go Bullets.